What is up, guys? So all about the metal back today to share with you guys another unboxing. Now I'm really excited about this one. I already went ahead and opened the package, but before I really get into the video, if you stack or if you are watching this video, please comment down below what you're stacking and why you're stacking it. I would love to hear your reasons. And I just posted another video recently about how I am building my stack while saving money. So I think it's a really good watch for you guys. But I don't want to waste any time. I want to get right into this unboxing. Now, I already opened the package. When it first came in, I was very, very excited for what was inside of it. And I'll share the very last item, but this is a very small unboxing. There are only 3 items inside of this. I know one of which will probably not be a surprise at all. The other was very significant to me and my stacking goals. And it also adhered to a lot of you guys in your comments down below, and I'll explain why in a few moments. So I got a couple more Britannias. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm sorry for all of those in the comments that think that I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but I grabbed 2 more of these to add to the stack. I was actually pleasantly surprised because I got 1 queen. Usually when I buy these, I buy them in random years, so you never really know what you're going to get, whether it's going to be the queen or the king. And this tube is almost filled up, and it's kind of ironic because half of them are the king and almost half of them are the queen now. So getting these 2 just rounds up this entire package right here up to 20 of these. So I still have 5 more to finish that tube, but it's a very obtainable goal from here on out, and it'll be actually likely finished up by the next unboxing, hopefully, as long as I stick with the items of just filling up the tubes and getting them out of the way. Now, I did want to do a quick shout out. Some of you will see this and you'll know exactly what's coming next. But I did a little change up this time. Usually I order my capsules for my coins from SD Bullion, and I had noticed what they had for what I was looking for, and I just really didn't like the airtights that they had for sale for the next coin that I had gotten. So quickly I just jumped on Amazon. Amazon had these. Actually, they came in faster than the coin itself did. But adhering to a lot of the comments down below discussing that I've been stacking a lot of silver, and I would agree. The reason why I started with silver is, 1, it's a cheaper metal to stack up on, and it's more reasonable for people just starting out their stack. It's a lot cheaper to buy. Yes, the price fluctuates a lot more. Yes, the price, I believe, is kind of fixed way too low, but you have to think it is used in a ton of different items. And if you've watched my last video, you kind of understand that there's silver in a lot of places that you wouldn't necessarily expect it to be used, in industries and computer parts and control boards, contactors, relays, such like that. But my last item from this box is a 1/10 ounce of gold. Now, for those of you just starting out stacking or don't know a lot about what the equivalent of this would be, 1/10 ounce of gold with today's price that I'm recording this, which is actually Mother's Day, would be 9 silver rounds. Just about 9.5 if you want to get technical about it. But with me recording this right now at around 11 o'clock at night Eastern time is about 9.5 buffalo rounds. I did the math on it earlier just to find out so I could give you guys an accurate price, making this one of my largest amounted unboxings so far. Now, the reason why I decided to go with gold was because when I was looking at it, the price of gold had dropped from its latest high. It came down quite a bit recently, and it's kind of staying in a lower position, so it's a little bit more obtainable to get it. Now, the reason why I went with these is I actually really like the black halo around the coin. I think it looks a lot better in display, kind of shows it off a little bit more. But I was very excited to open this unboxing, even though I did it off camera, because I really wanted to see this coin and I really wanted to get it into a capsule, because this is the first amount of gold that I'm adding to this stack. So if you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, I've been filling up tubes as I go. And I think that's really critical for myself. It gives me the goal to accomplish or keep stacking the coin that I'm quickly either losing interest in or don't want to purchase at that time. Now, if you're just starting out too, I would recommend you go watch my last video that I just posted about how to get into some precious metals without really putting much of your own money on the line to get the precious metals. Now, this isn't getting bullion, this isn't getting coins, this isn't getting rounds, but it does give you precious metals, which are useful as long as you're giving them to someone who can test them. So if you haven't seen that video yet, please go and look at that, especially if you're into precious metals, especially if you have some free time, and especially if you're young, to get into something that is still going to hedge against your fiat currency and your cash within banks. So as of right now, I'm going to kind of wrap up the video a little bit, and I'm not even showing the entire stack on the screen. I just wanted to show you guys what I had recently opened, and I am very happy to have this 1/10 ounce of gold. Now, here's the other thing. I wouldn't recommend for people to get a bunch of 1/10 ounces if they can afford to get a 1/4 of an ounce, a 1/2 ounce, or a full ounce. The premium on a 1/10 ounce is a lot higher. The reason why I did a 1/10 ounce was because I was trying to keep the budgetary for that under $500, which I did do, just getting the 2 Britannias and getting the 1/10 ounce of gold. And also, I watched the market consistently before I bought this 1/10 ounce of gold to make sure that the prices had dropped down from where they originally were, because it's always better to buy the dips, and you'll hear that repeatedly over and over and over again. Now, another comment is, why am I wearing gloves? I get it. I like to hold my coins everywhere on the coin, but I also don't like my fingerprints on the coin, and I've also commented to a couple people, in my line of work, I use a lot of harsh chemicals that would definitely damage these kinds of metals, which, of course, I wash my hands when I come home and when I'm around my house. But I just want to do everything I possibly can to protect this kind of stuff, to not damage it further than, you know, typical handing it off or showing it off or touching it. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this video, I've been waiting a few weeks, I just haven't had the time. But also, I wanted to do the video because I wanted to get this stuff stashed with the rest of the stack. And when I do these kinds of videos, the whole stack or majority of the stack comes out so I can kind of display it for you and show it off. But after that, it goes back into safekeeping, and the 1/10 ounce of gold and the 2 new coins that I had received have been sitting out, and that had kind of bothered me, but I really haven't had time. So right now I'm recording this while everyone's asleep, which is working out great for me. So if you guys have watched this, please give me a thumbs up, please give me a like. I appreciate every person viewing. I also appreciate you guys' comments. I try to comment to every single one of you guys back, and I will do eventually a video on transferring some of this silver into gold, and I'm going to try to bring that to a coin shop and show you guys the process, show you guys what it's like. The problem with that is I want to fill up all my pneumatic coin tubes before I bring in my silver rounds, and I'm going to do the exchange in silver rounds because I like the coins a lot more. I feel a lot more connected to the coins than I do the rounds. I don't really care about trading in the rounds, but that's going to be a future video for you guys. Again, thank you for watching. I enjoy sharing this journey with you, and have a good night.